Okay, we implement one simple mechanic to kind of open the door, and the idea is that you take one of these balls here and knock 3 times on the door. Um, actually, we should maybe first set the text here, knock the door 3 times. Does this look kind of decent? Yeah, why not? Okay, then we'll have those balls. By the way, all of those have to have the mesh collider as convex because we created those with the Pro Builder, else they will just fall. And we also made all those objects into XRGrab interactable. And well, we have these 3 balls. They're also XRGrab interactable, and they have an audio source with a small collision sound. And then there's here the collision sound script. That's nothing special. We get here the audio source. Here the audio source, and when we compare the tag to the door, then we play a sound, and we also add here a game event knock. And of course then also the door element has then the tag door. And now one way to implement this is actually that I would like to have here a game event which is called knock, and we'll make here one new script called count knocks. So this has first, well, let's start with something like public, or yeah, can be public, integer, which is count knock, and at the beginning it's 0. And we add a public function void add knock, and that's very simple. We take the count and add 1. And we can take here game event listener, take the knock, and once this is raised, we can take the count knock and say add knock. And then we want to have another event then happening. So required knocks, let's say these are 3. So we just ask is count knock is equals to required knocks, and if this is true, then well, let's call another game event. So open door, and we raise this event. Okay, So, and we should make here a new game event is open door. And here in the door, at the beginning, we would like to disable here the physics mover. So let's add here a public variable bool is active, and let's call this, normally this is true. And we can make it also active or activate is active is true. Would deactivate is active is false. And then of course this needs to then only move if is active. Okay, great. So this one is active, and let's set this actually to false at the beginning. And we add here another game event listener, which listens to open door and then connects here to the physics mover and says, hey, activate. Okay, so I think we should have already a full mechanic. So let's go here into the game mode and okay, so let's test first whether we can actually use the door. So I can grab it, but it doesn't move. Okay, then we pick up one of these balls, go back to the door, and then knock it, and I lost the ball. Need to pick up another one. And there's the third ball. Okay, are we actually counting these? Go into the game manager. Ah, okay. It's actually not counting. Why is this so? Ah, because the we have to set this here in the prefabs that we want to have here. This knock event. And I think this should be then available on all of this. So do this once more. So now we hit the door and let's go into the game manager and we have one. That's great. Let's do this a third time. Hopefully now we are able to move this door. Yes, and we can go outside.